Hola bonitas, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review and wear test on the Fenty Skin Hydra Vizor Huez Tinted Moisturizer. So it looks like this. If you guys have seen or have tried the Fenty Beauty Hydra Vizor Moisturizer, then this may be something that you'll love if you love that one. I'm a very big fan of the Hydra Vizor moisturizers because they have that sunscreen, they have that great moisturizing effect, which I love, and now they come in a tinted version. So this is what we're going to be trying out today. We're going to see how it does in esta carita on this face, and I cannot wait to put it to the test. So if you want to continue watching it and see how I use this product and how it wears for the entire day, then please go ahead and do so. Here is the product. It comes in that same packaging as the original Hydra Vizor moisturizer. You just put it in there and then you twist it, and then you are ready to go. So I am super grateful because Fenty Skin was kind enough to send this over to me, which is great because I'm able to create these amazing videos for you guys whenever they send me these nice gifts. So I really do appreciate it, Fenty. This does come in 10 different flexible shades. I did receive the shade 3, which I think works for now. Maybe later in the summer I'll be shade 4. But this does retail for $48. Now, if you just want to get the refillable without this packaging, it does retail for $42. In here you do get 1.7 ounces, so you get a good amount of product in here. It's supposed to hydrate the skin, protect the skin, give you a glowy finish, and reduces the look of pores and dark circles. So I am going to just begin applying this. This is going to be our base, so you guys can see. So the best way that I figured I can use this, because it is supposed to be a tinted moisturizer, but it has that SPF. It does contain, what is the SPF on here? This does contain SPF 30. It's supposed to hydrate, boost skin elasticity. This does contain 15% zinc oxide, which helps protect against UVA and UVB rays. Niacinamide reduces the look of pores and dark circles, like I mentioned. The Kalahari melon and the baobab extracts, which are rich in antioxidants and vitamins. It's cruelty-free, fragrance-free, sensitive friendly, vegan, and all that good stuff. So, and these are the 10 shades, as you can see. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to do the 2-finger rule because this does contain sunscreen. So I'm just going to apply 2 fingers, the 2-finger rule for sunscreen protection, if that's what you're worried about using this new tinted moisturizer. So we're going to do some here, up here. See? And we're gonna start off by blending it out with our fingers, kind of like a moisturizer, you know, form. Okay, this pigment is really nice. Really nice pigment. Obviously, if you're using the amount that you need for that sunscreen protection, then you're going to have a very pigmented situation like this. If you do not mind too much for the sunscreen, obviously you can go in with less, but obviously go in with your sunscreen beforehand and then apply this on top if you kind of just want it more so for its tinted moisturizer purposes. But it blends really nicely with the fingers. I mean, obviously you're getting a very, very dewy effect, which you guys can see. Okay, so once you go in and start to blend with the sponge, you definitely do start to see more of that natural skin-like finish. It doesn't look as pigmented as it did when you just went in and blended it out with your fingers. So if you want more natural finish, then definitely apply first with your fingers and then blend it out with a sponge. What's nice about this too is that you can use this to retouch through the day. So let's say you're going to the pool and you want a little bit of coverage on your skin, you can use this to cover. You guys can see, like, obviously I got a little too excited, so I started applying it all over my face, but you guys can see how it did a nice job of covering the redness. Does it cover completely? No, but it covers it enough to where you can see the difference. And as for the shade, now that I'm looking at it with my filming lights and all that, it does pick up a little tiny bit lighter, but I feel like I can still get away with this. And obviously if it's something that I really do enjoy, I can go and get shade 4, but this is a nice match. And that is the sponge side, just very natural. You definitely do get a very pretty hydrated, glowy effect. Like I said, this is something that I would wear for a very, very light coverage makeup day, or like I'm gonna go run errands, or I wanna wear like a little bit of some tint on the skin if I'm going running or an outdoor workout or an indoor workout, you know. So now we're gonna do this side with the brush. I like how easily this formula blends in. Blends very, very seamlessly. And it's so hydrating. It's so interesting because I do have oily skin. I feel like the older I get, the more it's like combination skin, but with my rosacea, I do have areas where I do have a lot of texture that tends to get dry easily or dry up easily. So I do appreciate lately a really good hydrated product because it makes the skin look healthy, you know? Okay, look at that. Very, very healthy skin. And then I'm just going to apply a little bit, kind of blend it outwards this way. The first thing I want to say, now that it's on the skin, is it doesn't feel heavy at all. It honestly looks like my skin, but better. It kind of gives like a glass skin effect, which I do appreciate that. It actually does say in this little pamphlet that Fenty Skin sent over to me that you can use their Invisimatte blotting powder to set the face. So if you do have oily skin and you want to try this out, but you aren't sure about the glowy effect, you can go in with a powder and just further set that in. Even though this is a skin tint, it's very light coverage, I still do feel like it covered a good amount of things that I would want it to cover for a skin tint. Obviously, I'm not asking for full glam because this isn't a foundation, but I think that the coverage is definitely there. It definitely offers such a beautiful glowy finish, a hydration. I feel like truly perfect for summer. I would say, just first thoughts on this, the people that are probably gonna love this the most are people who love a glowy finish. Super practical. You can take it on the go with you, whether a pool day, a beach day, whatever it is, and you want to continuously retouch that, you can. So that is definitely something that I do appreciate. So I'm gonna go ahead, finish up the rest of my makeup, and then I'm gonna come back and show you guys how this looks. I am gonna keep the glam today super just natural, very lightweight and effortless. So I will be right back, bonitas. Okay, bonitas, I am back right now. It is 10:58 in la mañana, and I have put on my face of makeup for today. So this is what we're looking like using the new Fenty Skin Hydra Vizor Huez Tinted Moisturizer. I kept it very simple, just did some mascara, brows, concealer. I didn't do any blush, and that's because I'm going to be going to Ulta to find the new Morphe blushes. They look really, really, really nice, so I want to do a review on them. So I'm gonna go ahead and check that out today, so that's why I don't have any blush right now. I will for sure come back and let you guys know my thoughts on those blushes in another video, in a short form video, so definitely stay tuned for that. But let's talk about how this looks over on the skin. So honestly, it did really nice. It set really nicely onto the skin. It's not as sticky as I thought it would be, which is definitely a plus, because you guys know with tinted moisturizers, they tend to be sticky, like they don't really set, but this looks really nice. I did do concealer. It blended out really nicely with my concealer. I think because this tinted moisturizer consistency is so lightweight that everything on top just layers really nicely. I also did a little bit of some nose contour that applied beautifully on top of the tinted moisturizer. Didn't separate the tinted moisturizer when I was blending. For the under eyes, I did have to apply some powder because if not, I will crease. So I did apply some powder down here, but just there, nowhere else. And honestly, I do really like how this set. I feel like it's set really nicely, just very beautifully. A very wearable, everyday type of product. As for the color, it is a little tiny bit lighter than I would like it to be, but it's nothing super intense. You know, I like the color the day progresses. It didn't oxidize either, which is definitely a good thing, like they're true to tone. But that's pretty much it. That's all I have for now. I will do it in natural lighting clips so you guys can see how this looks con la luz natural, the natural lighting. And then we will wear this for the entire day and see how this does. And you guys will see me tonight for my final thoughts. But so far, so good. I think just like I mentioned earlier, for like an everyday type of situation, this is really nice. I will see you guys luego. Hola bonita. So I almost forgot to do my in natural lighting clip. So I'm actually outside picking up my contacts, priorities, and then I'm gonna stop by Ulta because it's literally right over there to see if they have the new Morphe blushes. But I needed to come on here to do my in natural lighting clip of the Fenty Beauty Hydra Vizor skin tint or tinted moisturizer, and it looks like this. It's looking really nice on the skin. I feel like the color actually in natural light works pretty well, ¿verdad? Like it's looking pretty good. It's not looking overly dewy. Like it looks like skin. Like it becomes one with my skin, which I do appreciate. The coverage obviously is light to medium. It's not like super full or heavy. It feels very, very just wearable, easy to wear, and I really do like that about it. I'm gonna continue wearing the tinted moisturizer for the rest of the day, and I will see you guys at the end of the day for my final thoughts, so keep watching. Right now it is 10:26 p.m. en la noche, and this is what the complexion is looking like using the Fenty Skin Hydra Vizor tinted moisturizer. So this is what we look like. What are we thinking? Definitely look a little dewy, but not like super insanely dewy, honestly. Definitely though, if you do like more like of a matte finish, this may not be the one for you, or if you have oily skin and you don't like this type of glow, then I wouldn't recommend this for you. But if you love a good glow and you love a pretty like hydrated, glowy type of finish by the end of the day, then I think you will really enjoy this. Also, even though this is very light coverage, I do have to say the longevity of it is really nice. Like it still lasted really nice and in place for the entire day. Like we're still on the face really well. I do like it. I definitely do feel like this is more so for me for like a very casual type of situation. This isn't like a full glam type of moment. It's just very true to like the tinted moisturizer. I definitely do feel like for the person looking for a hydrating product, something that will give you some glow, very light coverage, but also a very great product with skincare, I think you will like this, especially considering the fact that it reduces the look of pores and dark spots. That's really nice. So yeah, I think this is great for the person who is looking for a very lightweight, natural tinted moisturizer that they can add into the routine. If you're already a fan of the Hydra Vizor moisturizers, then you're gonna definitely be a fan of this. I also do appreciate the fact that it's refillable, so anytime this runs out, I can just buy another one and then stick it in here and we're ready to go. And it's also very like travel friendly and all that, which is great. So those are my thoughts. If you guys enjoyed watching this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Also, let me know down below in the comment section what you're thinking. Is this something that you would check out or not? I think that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys have a fabulous day. Don't forget to stay safe, stay blessed, and stay beautiful. Y nos vemos pronto. Adiós, bonitas.